I believe that most sellers, whether they are new or have years of experience, they will ask a common question: how to source and sell a product that is completely different from others and also other people cannot find. For most people, creating or developing a new product is actually quite difficult. But for a product that is already selling well, and it's much easier to use your imagination to improve the product and make it different from others. So today, I'm going to share with you 6 very practical ways to improve your products and help you open your mind. Most importantly, we have many clients who have successfully developed many good selling products by using these 6 strategies. And I will share these real-life examples with you in today's video. Hey, I'm Jing, the founder of Jing Sourcing. It's been a while since my last video, and sorry for that. I just got so much work to do in the past half year to manage my sourcing company, and now we have around 100 staff members. Recently, we have supported a lot of new projects for new customers from different countries. And I'm very happy to share with you some real cases which can help you understand how they customize or develop a product. So let's firstly start with today's content. The first and also my most recommended strategy is change the materials of the product. This strategy is quite suitable for products which have many potential customers and also high demand in the market. The original material of these products usually have some disadvantages, so we can try to use new material to solve these disadvantages and make it a selling point to attract more customers. Here is an example of one of our clients, and he wants to sell tooth box on Amazon. Tooth box are used to collect babies' deciduous teeth and they record their teeth changing process. It's a really interesting product that can keep memories alive. And when you search on Amazon, you will find many sellers are selling wood-made tooth box, and most of them just sell $6 to $7 for one unit. But actually, the price they get from Chinese manufacturers is less than $1. This kind of products usually looks very cheap, and if the seller offers poor quality wood, it also tends to have dirty spot on it. So this client decided to change the material into metal, but he cannot find a supplier who sells metal-made tooth box. So he came to us for help. By our team's experience, the most commonly used material are copper, iron, aluminum, and zinc. Copper is too expensive to make this kind of products because it's 3 times more expensive than other metal materials. Iron is prone to rust, so it's also not suitable for tooth box. As for aluminum, we worry that it's not hard enough if we want to make it thinner to reduce the cost. So finally, we choose the zinc. Zinc material makes the products more wear-resistant and look much higher quality than wood-made tooth boxes. So of course, people are willing to spend more money to buy it. In addition, I would like to share with you another case. It's the dinner set. Most dinner sets in the market are made of ceramic or plastic. So if you want to differentiate your product from others, you can try wheat straw material. It's an eco-friendly material, which is always a good selling point. And there are also some other common use eco-friendly materials like sugarcane pulp and cornstarch. And these 2 materials are both degradable, and they are very suitable to make disposable tablewares. You can always consider using eco-friendly materials to replace the current materials to attract customers. The second strategy is to customize product design. It can make your product unique, and your competitors cannot get the same thing as yours. However, making customization on product designs is not suitable for all products. By my experience, the products which are suitable to customize the design usually have 2 features. First, they only need low budget to customize a sample. Because for customized products, of course, you need to get a customized sample first to see if the quality is good and if the manufacturer can supply the same thing as you imagined. For example, if you want to customize a backpack, it won't cost you too much. Maybe $100 will be enough. But if you want to customize a plastic bottle, you will need to invest several $1,000s just for the mold. The second feature, they usually have a quite flexible MOQ. Let's take bags and glass bottles as example. Bags are made by hand, so if you just make 30 or 50 units for testing, the supplier can certainly help you do that as long as you can accept maybe 30 or even 50 higher than the unit price of a regular MOQ of 500. That's not so bad because you don't have to spend a lot of money to start this project. However, glass bottles are made by machines. The factory can make nearly 5,000 glass bottles per day, so it's not possible for the supplier to make glass bottles if you just want to order 1,000 or 2,000 units, because it's just waste their time and money. So we can generally conclude that the products which are suitable to customize the design usually need labors and don't need much money on the mold. So the material of this kind of products usually are fabric, wood, or sometimes metal. Let me give you two examples. First is the cock holder. Usually this kind of product is made of wire and iron sheet. You don't need to invest in any mold because wire and letter-shaped iron pieces are cut and welded together by hand. And the process of producing a sample and the bulk order is actually the same, both by pure manual labor. So it's obvious that you can design your own cock holder and ask the supplier to make it. In addition to the letter shape, you can also design it as wine glass, a vase, or even an animal shape. The color can also be changed to silver, gold, bronze to look more high-end. The second example is the snuffle mat. You can hide food or snack inside the map and let your pet try to find out where they are. This kind of product is made of fabric, which means it's made by hand. So you can just use your imagination to design your own snuff mat and make it different from others. For example, you can design it as a large cup of popcorn, or a picnic scene, or a McDonald's burger meal, or even a sushi meal. People will come to buy your products as long as your idea and designs are special and interesting. The third strategy is to add accessory and make bundles. You can add something not worthy or necessary for most people to buy especially, but can be used together with your product. Or you can choose a good accessory and make people like it so much that they will choose to buy your product instead of your competitors. In addition, bundling different products together means that you need to find the best supplier for each product separately. The more products and accessories you bundle together, the more complicated and difficult the sourcing process will be. It also means that fewer people want to copy and sell the exact same products as yours because they are lazy and they prefer to copy simple products. Here, let's take the toiletry bag for traveling as an example. Toiletry bag is also very good selling products in the past few years, and one of our clients started selling this kind of products 2 years ago, and he probably became $1 million seller this year. At the beginning, he only sold the toiletry bag same as his competitors, which are not so competitive enough in the market. So he decided to put some travel bottles together with the toiletry bag. And if you want to buy some travel bottle on Amazon, it will cost you like $7 to $8, and a lot of people are not willing to spend that much money to buy a travel bottle set. And usually, this kind of a travel bottle set just needs less than $1 if you can find manufacturers in China. Therefore, when people find that they can get a set of travel bottle for free if they just buy your product, of course, they are willing to do it even though the price is $1 or $2 higher than your competitors. The fourth strategy is to make some adjustment on the size and add more functions. If the regular size of a product is small, you can make a larger size to be unique. And if the regular size is large, then you can just make a mini size. This method is quite suitable when you customize bags. Bags are always very good product that you can sell to different kind of customer groups. Let's take crotch bag as an example. One of our clients worked on customizing crotch bags, and he did a lot of improvements on making larger size crotch bags and adding more pockets than his competitors. Actually, for a similar price, if you can offer a larger size or add more pockets or add more functions than your competitors, your customer will think it's more cost-effective to buy your product. In addition, according to the 80-20 rule, probably only 20% or even less of sellers will actually go for full customization or change the size of the product. Most of the sellers in the bag category still tend to buy suppliers' existing styles, so you don't need to worry too much that a lot of people will copy your customized products because they are too lazy to spend time and effort in communicating with the supplier about how to customize or how to copy. And you can also use this strategy into backpacks, make a larger size, add more pockets and interior compartments, for example, to differentiate your product. The fifth strategy is to purchase better quality products or raise quality control standard. If you want to sell some products which are highly competitive in the market and usually get bad reviews, you can try to improve the product quality to differentiate your product from others. You might be thinking, why don't those sellers with bad reviews find good suppliers? Sometimes it's because suppliers in China also need to compete with each other. So they have to sell at low price to be competitive. In this way, a lot of suppliers will make products very cheap in order to reduce their manufacturing cost. And in this kind of situation, probably 90% of the suppliers are of poor quality. Then you need to find the remaining 10% to test the quality, which is a time-consuming and costly process. And you don't always find the right supplier with the right price, with the perfect quality in every batch. Some people will think hiring a third-party quality inspection company to ensure the quality. But it's very expensive, about $200 to $300 per person per day, and it can only inspect a very small percentage of the products, cannot ensure zero defects. But our company can help you at this point. Here I will take the CRISPR tray as an example to explain this strategy. One of our clients has been selling the CRISPR tray for several years, and there's also a lot of competition for these products, whether it's the retail marketplace competition between Amazon sellers or the price competition between Chinese factories. And no matter what the design or the shape is, most of them will have the same common defects. For example, the iron wire is not well welded. Maybe the paint is peeling off, or sometimes you will find some stains on the product. Our team's strategy for sourcing this client's products was to find the most competitive price manufacturer to produce a product and have our workers to check each product in our warehouse in China before it's shipped. Once we find some defect products, we will return to the manufacturer to let them fix the problem or just ask them to send us a new one for replacement. Since we helped this client inspect all the products and he got almost no bad reviews. The last strategy is always mentioned in a lot of training courses. Read your competitors' review and fix their disadvantages. Let me give you an example. This product is a wall-mounted, touchless automatic soap dispenser which uses infrared reflection. When you place your hand under the sensor, it will feed your soap immediately. Due to the pandemic, this kind of product has been in great demand since last year and it sells so well. But one of our clients finds that if the machine is activated by mistake, the soap liquid will drop on the floor. So this client asked us to help him customize a special tray which can be put under the machine. Then the soap will drop on the tray instead of dropping on the floor. Back to last year, he didn't find anyone selling such an automatic soap dispenser on Amazon, although it was a very small improvement. But it will be a good feature that you can promote and to show customers your product is different and attract them to buy. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you can get a lot of valuable ideas that you can improve your current product or even create a brand new product by just making it different from others. If you're enjoying this video, please click the like button and subscribe now and turn on the notification bells. And if you have any other good tips or strategies to differentiate products, please leave the comment below. In addition, if you would like our team to help you find the best supplies in China or help you manage your current supply chain in China, you can click the link in the description area or directly go to jingsourcing.com to submit an inquiry to us. Our customer support team will be in touch with you quickly. Thanks again and see you in the next video.